Okay, this is gonna be Aries, the energy for Aries in the month of April. Thank you. This is Mystic Beauty by Kiki. I'm just gonna do kind of like an energy read, and whatever comes out, comes out. I can do Venus reads if you're interested in more than learning. So positive energy, but that's gonna be like another video. Positive energy from the universe. Positive energy only from the universe for Aries. What is the energy for the month of April? 9 of Wands. In the upright, someone's putting up boundaries, or some boundaries have been established. Positive energy. Four of Wands. In reverse, someone's not, maybe some boundaries, and those boundaries have caused someone to not want to move forward in maybe a relationship or a marriage, or could even be like a job, something that was important to you. That's too many cards. Positive energy for Aries. Positive energy for Aries. Five of Pentacles reverse. So it's like you put up some boundaries with someone and you are kind of retreating from a relationship or maybe a job. And then with the Five of Pentacles, I got the word stonewalling coming to mind. But maybe it's like, I don't know, I just can see stonewalling coming out from that card. Bottom of the deck, Four of Pentacles. Sorry, Four of Swords, reverse. So this situation is important to you because it's keeping you up at night. But you're not hiding from this situation, the Hermit reverse. Nine of Swords, there is still some anxiety about it. So you're not sleeping, you're not running from it, but it is giving you anxiety. So I feel like maybe you could be stonewalling this person. It's not that you cut them off, but it's not that you are letting them in either. Overall energy of the read, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So I'm not sure if this situation makes you feel like you lost some abundance dealing with this person, but I'm not gonna say it's gonna be that bad because you are still, I feel like you're still somewhat involved somehow, just because of the Five of Pentacles in reverse. And with the Hermit in reverse, it's not like you retreated, but you did put up some boundaries. We're gonna get some clarification. Positive energy only. Clarification for Aries. 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 Okay, so we got memories, reminiscing, reflection, dark night of the soul, facing the inner truth, seeing true colors, frozen, not speaking, stonewalling. Is that really creepy? I literally said I got stonewalling from Five of Pentacles in reverse, and then I got it here, not taking action. Yeah, it's not like you cut this person off, but it's not like you are welcoming them in either. Weird. But I guess it confirmation. Can't talk today. Jealousy. So maybe this person made you jealous and that's why you had to put up the boundaries. And sometimes when we are feeling jealous about something, it opens up doors into what that says about us. So that could be what the reflection is coming from. Because I know, like, yes, there are boundaries of what people are supposed to do and not supposed to do. If this is a relationship, if this is a job, same thing. But then it's kind of like you might just need to reflect on why you are reading the situation very harshly. That you are being caused jealous. Like, is it them or is it you? And you have to make that determination. Because jealousy mostly does stem from insecurities. Not that we all don't have them, but I'm gonna leave it there. But you do have memories with this person, and I think it's giving very serious relationship, because you had to take away the 4 wands. So it's not giving like, or you felt seriously about this person. I'm not even gonna say that it was or was not serious, but you felt seriously about this person. I'm gonna do how will you know who this is. It's just I kind of like, I think it's important to ask, but also it's your situation, so I think you're going to know, but we can clarify. And like I said, take it how it resonates. If it's a job, it's a job. If it's a family member, it's a family member. But it does have a little romantic, with the memories and the 4 of Wands in reverse. It does have a little bit of a romantic vibe. I see in the card here, it's like 2 people who just got married. But, you know, within reverse, it's like you put it into that. So, how do I know who this is? How do I know who this is? Someone with options. So, it could be very attractive. 7 of Cups. Someone who might have some emotional depth to them. 7 could be important. Oh, shit. 7-5 might be important. Someone that you have a past resentment with, but you want to forgive and you want to reconcile. 5 of Swords in the reverse. And that card just flew out. Okay, and let's go with what's the outcome. It's really fast. So this was the outcome. It's not looking good. I don't like, this happens sometimes when you break up with someone. It's like kind of like an open invitation to let someone into your relationship. And I kind of been through this before, but it's giving like there's an extra third party involved. Now that third party could be someone else. It could be like friends, family, like maybe someone is in their ear. It doesn't necessarily have to be another man or a woman with a romantic connection. But the outcome is heartbreak. Very clearly. So I don't think this is going to end well. Let's see. We're gonna do we're gonna do some advice. What's the advice for Aries? What's the advice for Aries in this situation? What is the advice for Aries in this situation? What is the maturity? A mature leader balances feeling and intellect, maintaining grace in the face of abundance. And this is King of Cups and the upright. So I would say the advice is to hone into your maturity, but also your emotional stability. King of Cups is, very about emotions. It says moodiness. Oh, I'm sorry. Paternal, wise counsel, and diplomacy. So use what wisdom you have. I know that we have this here, but if you need to bring in a trusted outside source to kind of rein you in, also highly recommend therapy. I'm not going to say that's a fast track to maturity, but it's definitely not a fast track at all, but it's definitely a good helping hand when it comes to stabilizing yourself so that you can have a more mature outlook, especially if you are kind of on the younger side. And even the older side, just because you're older doesn't mean you're mature. I know a lot of young, mature people. Okay, before we close this out, let's see. Are there any other messages that need to come through? Very straight to the point. Kind of like that. Nostalgia. So the card says photo, but nostalgia. Karmic relationship. So when I see this card, doesn't exactly mean like that you are in a karmic relationship. Exactly. Our relationships are sort of karmic, but it's basically what kind of lessons are you meant to learn from this situation, which kind of goes into the maturity aspect. Okay, so compromising. Let me get one more card. So maybe in this situation, everyone has different outlooks on what compromise is or if it's necessary. So if you feel like this situation could work out with compromise, it's giving like talk it out, communicate. Pain, angst, separation, and loss. So when we're growing and we're trying to reach maturity, it's not gonna always be easy and it can sometimes be painful. Let me just do like what's to look forward to after the heartbreak. That sounds kind of weird, but like what's the next best thing around the corner? That's what I'm gonna ask. Like, what's the good stuff coming around the corner for Aries? Okay, you're gonna release obsession and you're gonna become more balanced. So you're gonna be less obsessed about something. Now, if you work it out with this person, even though it says the outcome is heartbreak, but let's say that you are able to work it out with this person or even the next person, it's like you're gonna cut off old beliefs that were holding you back and you're gonna be more balanced. So that's something really good to look forward to. Could mean better money, could mean moving forward better in your career. So that's for April. I'm gonna leave it at that. Thank you.